Right here. You're live. Here myself. Nice. Okay. Uh, Jesus, honestly, it took about 30 minutes for me to just prep that, and I thought I was good at technology, but obviously not. Anyway, so hello. This is gonna be the first live stream. I'm probably not gonna check chat all that much, if there even ever is a chat. This is my first video, so I'm trying to get the to stream in the first place. Uh, and yeah, so what we're gonna do, what is this channel about? Maybe that's the first thing I should say. So this channel is gonna be basically a portfolio to get my music off the ground. When I say what I want to do is generate a portfolio, get into music production, and I'm doing it in the most rational way possible, which is to do drawing first on the channel. I thought I would do something that basically I know that I'm not that good at, um, but also is a bit of a challenge, a bit of fun, and then we can go on to doing the music after the fact. I guess some extra details is that reason I wanted to get into music is because I'm bored of doing what I've been doing in life. I've been doing a lot of coding and programming for about 3 years now, kind of coming through to our fourth year. I've been doing this longer than I was in uni, which was also programming. And yeah, I've just been into audio and music for as long as I can remember. I don't know if you can hear crows in the background, but there's crows in the background. So I've been into not drawing, into music for a good number of years now, about as long as I've been into programming, frankly. But I just want to go into audio more now. So that's why we're doing drawing for whatever reason. Um, so basically, what we're going to do is that we're going to try and draw some faces. And I assume you can see this part of the stream right now. Yep. So if we go into gallery, okay, you can't hear the crows. Good. You can see my drawing style is about this good, which is awful. Um, I don't know. We got some awful drawings here of various objects. Yeah, I am pretty terrible at drawing. There's my weird cartoon of a manic man. Don't know. I don't know what they're doing. So we're gonna go back into here, and we're gonna draw 100 faces. So there's this challenge. I don't know who made this challenge. This was possibly a year back. But there is this challenge that are made by these people, and this is a set by arts people. This is a set of those uh, faces. It was made by this particular set of faces was made by Kelsey Rodriguez. This channel, I'm just going to display it here so that you have an idea of who made this. She has a really good channel. I doubt that anyone who's watching this hasn't already heard of her because she is quite literally infinitely bigger than me as of right now. Um, but oh, I just realized you probably only saw part of that. Let's see, go to Kelsey Rodriguez. Yeah, you saw that. Beautiful. Right. Um, so we're going to go back to here. So you must have heard that. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. Noise gate is doing good. Anyway, so we're going to go into here and we're going to attempt to draw this person and we're going to attempt to draw a bunch of other people. And see how long we can keep this up for. See what our tolerance is of streaming. It might be quite small right now because it took me half an hour to set up. I was expecting to finish this by 1, but now we're at half at 12, so I'm probably only going to half an hour stream. But at least I would have said that I streamed. That's that's the most important thing. I'm just trying to get my foot through the door right. So here we go. If anyone does chat, that is freaking great. But I doubt it. Do do do. Breakfast. All right. There we go. We know what we're doing. I've actually live streamed before on a Twitch channel. I used to do video game stuff on there, just for fun. Really, it wasn't really a it wasn't a particular reason that I was streaming on there. And on my screen, I'm actually seeing a full screen of the head. But, um, so when it comes to drawing, I don't have any particular um, skill. I know, like I've been looking at. There we go. So I know there's some people that say like, oh yeah, you can draw a circle. So learn to draw a circle like that. I that is not a straight circle. Neither was that. There you go. That's pretty good. So you know you draw a circle, and then that would be your middle line. Eyes would go, and then this one had absolutely crazy hair like this, and then you face there, and then you can probably go to another layer, and then now you've got a thing you can and then there you go, you got a character. Beautiful. Look at that. That is a perfect head. You can't tell the difference. Um, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm literally just gonna. I get that I could probably break down like his nose is pretty triangle there, so I could probably just do it like a triangle. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Make it a bit bigger. Good as well. Oh, um, yeah. Normally you're meant to do this in 10 days. I haven't got any drawing skills, so doing this in 10 days is going to be impossible. Like I said, I'm trying to just get my foot through the door right. Or, to be honest, in a way, I feel like drawing was probably one of the worst things to start off with because I don't know how to draw. So speaking and drawing at the same time, tricky. That. Oh wait, no, that's fine. I can fold it kind of like a. I don't know why his nose is so. It's such a big part. It's not terrible. I mean, this is going to be completely wrong later on. Tell. In fact, I know his nose needs to go out even like 45 degrees. No. So No one in chat. That's good. So, like I said, this is gonna actually music be a channel for music. You know what? I should have probably put that image on here on the iPhone instead. Probably gonna next time. So please forgive me for this drawing, but oh my god. Yeah, I guess it does go in. That lip's gonna go a bit more like that. So like I said, this channel is gonna be more about music than it about drawing. The drawing, I like drawing. I find drawing really, really fun. Uh, I'm just not. That's not really what I want to do. It's not what I want to focus on. Right now, I want to focus on making that channel of a portfolio and music. Made my first album back in July, and I was pretty happy with it. It took me many, many years for me to actually get the confidence to make such an album. Uh, I'm gonna sort out a bit of. I do want to respond. Is a view. That's fine. Oh, sorry. Oh, honestly, trying to get this. Oh my god. Stop this. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna. No, I'm just eager to see if someone. I'm doing all this in case someone's in chat, but there's probably going to be. I possibly both view chat. that from video clip. Wait for me. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to slide back and forth. It's just okay. Anyway, okay. It's just the things that once the stream starts, you don't think about. I don't even know if it's not big enough or it's just prominent enough. Kind of like go. What's 35? I was gonna focus on. I'm just gonna focus on enjoying the right now. I'm not gonna worry about. See, there's a viewer, but I think that was so. God, I got a sore throat all of a sudden. That's great. So what was I saying? Purpose of the channel, I guess. Start with that. So what I want to do is a production. In order for me to do that, I wanted to gain the confidence to start doing live stream stuff. I kind of got into the reason I want to get into music production is because I made my album and I was pretty happy with it, and I enjoyed doing the process of making an album. I found it more artistically fulfilling than so. The aim now is to work towards that. It's kind of so yeah, I want to get that I want to get that job. And in order to do that, I thought making a portfolio was probably the best next step. And best way to make a portfolio is, or really to make a bunch of stuff and then stick it on there. But I didn't really know what platform to do it on. Most people do it on like a website and then they blog on it. But I thought I do that when I never bother looking at websites, and all I do is mostly make you watch YouTube videos. So I thought, why not make a channel? Kind of know the game a little bit. I think that's not true. I don't know the game at all, but kind of focus on learning what the game is. I don't know if I'm making the neck too thick. Yeah, I think I am. Not gonna worry about the neck, about the head. Um, this part of it. Hmm. I just realised I probably messed up the nose. Bottom of the nose is the bottom of the ear. That's good. Oh, not ear is not big enough. So yes, I want to make this channel. I feel like the best way to do it is through you. I really need to think of ideas for YouTube videos. I'm mostly going to base that on what I'm learning along my journey. I guess my main inspirations is a great channel called How to ADHD. She made her channel. I mentioned this book at the moment. Um, she made her channel based on the idea. I feel like I made the nose too big. You know, if I Salvador Dali this a bit, like, is that cool? Just Salvador Dali this a bit. This ear, like this lobe, kind of like a bit that sticks out. That's kind of, this is like where, that would be where the lobe is. Say lobe, that's not the, that's a bit of the ear. uh, go. Chaos begin. This ear is so fucking off. I think I'm trying too hard. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm trying too hard to make the ear work with the eyes. Let's just, however we feel. Beautiful. That is not right at all. I think I made the nose too big, and as a result, I'm trying to comp. Okay, whatever. Uh, so I think the best way to do it is to make a channel and essentially do a stream of me pressing along and trying to see what happened. Way behind schedule today. Up at clock, up at 11. Right, sorry. I got my mind got distracted by awfulness that is the. Right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this and then we'll redraw over it after the fact. See, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you now. I did do a practice draw of this same face earlier, and I think that it was better. That one was better. I'm trying to see if I may have not drawn it on here. I may have drawn it somewhere else. Say that it looks terrible. It's just not that good. like I like people would say like this is a very crude head drawing. Right. So focus, Abel, focus. So like I said, Um, I largely to base this channel on I don't know, a few of my favorite YouTubers. But one of them I wanted to say how to ADHD because she based on her channel on wanted to make a wanted to make a channel to find out write down all of her symptoms that she would forget about them, all the all the tech so that she wouldn't forget them. And I guess this is maybe a similar kind of thing where I'm hoping over the next year or so, I gather a bunch of things that I've learned along the way, a bunch of techniques, and put them into a video. If I ever want to refer back to the stuff, I can refer back to it. Um, but for me, it's going to be more music production, whatnot. Uh, but it's also a means of creating a portfolio for other people. No, yeah, portfolio for other people. It's a portfolio of me so that I can show them and then hopefully show that I've got a bit of what it takes to make those music via videos. So I would like to make. But I'll go through that as we go through it. I don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good way of. I don't know. It's kind of working. Working. But he has a massive forehead. His eyes are quite small. Uh, so the reason that I'm, like I said, I'm doing drawing because there's still a lot of, I guess, fear about the music commitment. Um, and like recently, went up to my dad and told him about it because I thought he wasn't gonna react too positively, but thankfully he did. So uh, it was like a lot to start saying, right, I'm gonna chuck away all of my programming stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm not chucking it all away. It's still knowledge that I've gained and stuff that I've learned. Um, I should take that on board. So that's really the main thing. My, like I said, my dad reacted pretty positively to it. Now I need to kind of accept it in myself almost. Um, because I have accepted it, but I feel like there's still a lot of tension, whatnot. I'm a bit scared to show that I fail. Um, I think that's kind of part of what being an artist is about, right? If you don't fail, then what's the point, right? If it was easy to do, then anyone could do it. Um, so I kind of go out there like I'm doing now for this drawing. Um, kind of laugh at it when it goes wrong, laugh at myself when it goes right or when it goes. Reps, right. Oh, so yeah, so that's what it's all about, really. I want to try and focus on his neck. That's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on trying to enjoy that journey of failure and like I'm doing right now and see where I end up. Um, see where I end up. It takes a while. It takes a while to get that confidence, I think. So, what kind of music videos am I looking forward to doing? Like I said, it's going to be mostly on my journey. So, probably things that I've learned recently. Comparisons is to say, so I like to make rock music. Uh, doing the learning like the scales was first theory things I properly wanted to learn guitar. So over the past few months, I finally learned the major scale and all the different modes of the major scale, which has been very, very useful. I want to get good at knowing triads, knowing all the different triads. So I know I have a concept of triads mostly, but don't know the minors, don't know the so on and so forth. So knowing those would be good. Uh, um, Knowing as well about electronic. That was. I think I'm done with this one. On to the next one. So so uh, working on making the channel the kind of channel that I want it to be. Uh, Sorry, I really lose focus. So I was talking about music videos. Yeah, so the kind of music videos I want to make would be maybe ones on music theory. I would want to make ones on music production, and then kind of uh, the emotional process. That would be things like the kind of fear that failure comes with, the fear of not being creative enough, and all of that stuff. So the kind of the emotional process. I kind of wanted to go through the so we got the emotional, so theory of the emotional process, the kind of the creative process as well. So one of the biggest things that I struggled with was trying to find the right kind of creativity. Trying to Trying to find that was quite tricky for me, but I want to try and understand the creative process because I feel like I'm quite creative, but I don't know if I'm creative. So I really want to try and get good at understanding do it in the right way, how to be original, is that's probably one thing that my channel music doesn't have right now. It's it's rock music, whatever, and it is very much about myself. In that sense, it's original. But how do I expand that? How do I try and make my genre, I guess. When someone listens to David Bowie, it's David Bowie. If someone listens to Army, listen to Rolling Stones, it's Rolling Stones. You know an artist pretty instantly. How do I get that? How do I make myself that distinct? Uh, so yeah. Oh God, I was trying to get my brain to just think for a so this is what we're gonna do. This guy's quite boxy. Eyes. It's weird. Whenever I see people do this, I kind of think like, oh, okay, well the eyes are gonna be like round here, but it's not. It's always like his eyes like people facial feet. I'm a lot bigger. Start drawing them. It's so skinny. Sorry, I don't mean to be. God, that's right. So he's got his eye and his main other bit. For some reason, I thought there was another layer of eye. That accurate? I don't know actually. I feel like a good amount of his eye is actually outside, kind of more this. This. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that glimmer. I mean, the glimmer's the wrong side, but look at that glimmer. Right. And then, God, eyebrows are like this, right? Eyebrows, a nose. So, oh, oh, God, that is. Um, so yeah, so making a channel on music theory stuff. I don't know if I completed my point on the how to. I want to base on her channel because life and blah blah blah. Also wanted to base it on um someone who I like to watch called Destiny does political content. I feel like his stuff. He's good at making say bait titles. Just good at I really love his intro. Really want to make an intro like his at some point. That's another. That's pretty. That's not terrible. I mean, I think his nose is a bit thin there, but not awful. I would say, I guess this is probably the easily easiest perspective. Easily the easiest perspective. I got that. One of his snub bit. Well, I will say this guy probably has. I like how the perfect face is symmetrical and the perfect. Like, this guy has it. This guy is pretty symmetrical. Oh, you hold the pen too long in one position, then it starts thinking straight line, straight. Okay, I messed it up on the lips. Oh, I don't think it's terrible. Kind of gave him a bit of a smile, didn't I? Looks much more welcoming. I feel like the drawing version of it. I'd much rather work. That's it's not great. Viv, uh, that's good. Okay, so I want to base my channel. Who else did I wrote a bunch of information how I'd want to base the channel. Venus Theory was probably another big one. He's a good, his emotional, here's some emotional stuff that I've gone through. My music, subjects of like, should you give up or, and why you should give up. What's the point of making music? Everyone's got your music basically disposable world, blah 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 blah. It's got a pretty. It sounds a lot like despair, but there's actually a lot of hopefulness in it. It's kind of it's a really cool channel that talks about kind of reality of being an artist, especially in this world. It's, I feel like because I drew on the lips, kind of like a box, is boxy. Oh no, I haven't done this. I've been trying to set it up for an hour. I don't know what? I don't even know what. Way too square. Thought I didn't. Thought I made him too thin, but I don't actually think I've made him thin enough. I think the nose is too thin, the lips are too fat. It's just, it's not even him anymore. It's some horrible abomination. But I gotta say, I'm gonna make. Did you have to? 100 of these in 10 days. Good fucking luck if you're a real artist. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm frankly putting no effort, not putting a lot of effort. Of course, I'm putting some effort. I'm trying my best, but artists want to kill themselves at this rate. Um, that's actually another thing. So trying to find the right kind of style videos is important. I kind of thought of making doodles. So a bit like, you if you want to do a drawing of a doodle, uh, then you start making one doodle and then you make a bunch of other doodles. Think a bit like Mr. Doodle. That channel he literally turned his entire house and made it full of doodles. Pretty cool. So Mr. Doodle did like hundreds and hundreds of doodles, and that's essentially what I want to try. So I want to make a bunch of musical doodles. Try and make, try and see a musical doodle basically being like 5 to 20 seconds, and just trying to see what I make out of that. Um, Other idea, trying to make general of decent quality, essentially. Music tutorials, music blogs, progress, what have you. And then trying to describe what the hell I'm doing. Jesus, that's incredible. That is one to one, I think. Bet. Can you even tell a difference? Face just dinner. Probably doesn't. I actually need to be longer. Might have been where I went wrong. Ah, that is not good. Yeah, like I'm trying to. And that's kind of the point of this stream, really. Is that I'm not that good at drawing. Um, so I shouldn't be scared about not being too good at making music. Definitely better at making music than I am drawing. Comes to making the music, and go. Jesus, this is a pretty tough challenge. Like to do 100 of these and how people be able to make up for. That is one to one. Doing that side by side, can't tell. It's just awful. Awful is the if I looking at it side by side, I can tell the lips are way too big. Should we try and fix the lips? Try and fix the lips. Still feel like that's a bit small. Like his lips are pretty fat though. Feel if I make it. I kind of realized what the secret of this challenge would be. So let's say you had an hour to do 10 heads, right? And you're drawing 10 hours a day, 10 heads, so that's 10 minutes for each head, right? So if I was to set a timer, 10 minutes, 10 heads, that would probably be the best way to do it. When I'm not going to do 100 heads, but I might try and see if I can get to 10 minutes, right? Would it? I had, it was 10 heads, so 6 minutes. Time for 6 minutes. Draw a head in 6 minutes. Terribly difficult. Even if, like, for me, that's difficult, but I'm not even trying to get everything to do correctly. I think I'm gonna do this. Try and do it tomorrow. Here's the thing. So here's the extra thing. Still working full-time programmer, so trying to fit everything I fit. I want to make sure I get my gym in, everything. But what we can do, it's an hour, right? An hour a day, 6 minutes an hour, plus setup, an extra half an hour, so about an hour and a half. With an hour and a half drawing, that'll be good. If I can keep doing that, then I just have to replace drawing with I've got an hour and a half of music time. And I'm kind of allowing myself to do the drawing because it's okay. Okay, so I think we've got the general idea. I think next time I'm probably not going to do the stream downstairs in my area. I'm upstairs. Outside of that, sorted. Okay, um, I'm gonna finish there for now. We got 98 heads to go. I was very slow at the start, but I think what we're gonna do next, if I remember rightly, this the woman together, Kelsey Rodriguez, she I think she started off slow and then really picked up speed once she it slow. But anyway, I'm gonna try and do. That's funny actually. do this same with music. Probably have to look into it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the stream here, and probably gonna just take a break, get some food, and I'm just gonna lie for a little bit, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. Oh, okay. I realised that it cut off my speech there. Hoping that it hasn't done that all the way along the stream. We'll see. Next time.